What's up, my friends? So I promised you some results of like seeing some of my test results after I did my water fast to kind of see what was still going on, because I am still having some issues. So I think I helped a lot of what was going on, but I also found out why I'm still having a tough time. I did take a GIFX stool test, you can see there, from Genova Diagnostics, and the results were kind of a bummer. They're not good. It's not terrible, but it's not the results I was expecting. But it also, there was some things that were a lot worse than I thought they were, so I'm not surprised. And I feel like if I had known I had no good bacteria in my gut, I would have taken specific probiotic for that. But there's, long story short, anyway, because Brandon has gone through all of this as well, having no gut bacteria in his gut, and I watched him we did two different ways of doing this. My way was to heal as much and figure as much stuff out on my own without any tests, and do it by food, diet, how I felt, and all that. And then I did the water fast. And I feel like I've learned a whole lot about my body now and what it likes best functioning on, which is a raw vegan diet. It likes that the best. Now, unfortunately, since right now I have no good gut bacteria, I can't do a raw vegan diet because the fruit, sugar are bad for the bad bacteria that are all in my gut. And then, as you can see here, there's the good bacteria that are missing, the lactobacillus, and then the E. coli thing. Zero of that. None. Zilch. Nada. Nothing. So freaking dangerous. If I were to keep my body like this, I would die. You know what's crazy? Is there's a lot of people out there that have this and you don't even know. I never figured out, like, I never got closer to figuring out how sick I was until after I went vegan and started cleaning up my diet from eating all the animals. That's what did this. This is a standard American diet. That's what did this, all this messed up stuff to me. But as you can also see, like, I have no inflammation because I'm vegan. Yeah, baby. Okay, but then you can see all the bad bacteria I've got there. There's like 5 of them or so. And then I even got this geotrichum, which I did a little research on that, and that thing is deadly. That thing itself could kill me if I let that get too high. So that is very terrifying. And as you can see, a bunch of those bacteria and then that yeast, 1, 2, 3, 4, are potentially pathogenic. That's what the PP means, which means they can lead to diseases. Basically meaning, had I not randomly decided to watch that Kat Von D video about her talking about veganism and then watch Earthlings because she mentioned the movie Earthlings, that I would be on a path to death. That is fucking terrifying. I was already changing my diet and just looking into things and trying to figure out what the hell was going wrong, why I was all of a sudden allergic to all the foods and chemicals and just everything, just reacting to everything. So there you go, that's what the results are after the water fast. So that does not mean that the water fast will not work for you. It definitely alleviated a slew of my symptoms, and I honestly think a lot of those bacteria, there might have even been more, we starved out during the water fast, which, you know, like my symptoms before that, you saw the list on the water fast video of all the foods I was unable to eat, and now I can eat, I think, every single one of those foods except for, I think I still have like an issue with celery, and then, but majorly, for sure, 100%, sunflower seeds and sunflower/safflower oil, which is in everything. That's why a raw vegan diet works best for me, because all processed foods tend to have sunflower oil in them now, and everybody's cooking with sunflower oil. Everybody's putting it in everything now. Even some raw foods are putting it in. I can't eat any of that stuff, so to rely on myself, to make all myself my food, and I feel the safest, I feel the most comfortable, and I also eat better. Like, I make more conscious effort, understand what's going into my body, all the steps taken into it. So the water fast did do so much healing to me, so much healing for me that has stayed. I'm only having a couple flare-ups here and there, and I don't know if it's also in relation to when my hormones, like when lady times happen, because I don't know if, because my body's using so much energy to focus on that it's not then focusing on fighting bacteria and all that. That's what it could be. I don't know for certain, not a doctor, I don't know. These are all guesses, but guessing this far has gotten me closer and closer to a path of healing. And now that I know I have no good bacteria, I can do some changes. I'm going to take a probiotic. I'll update you more on that later because I don't want to talk about that until after, like, we do some of that. I do some of that and I feel it and all that nonsense. Because if I tell you before I take it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because at that point it's meaningless. And Brennan also has a health channel where he's going to be talking about all the stuff he's done and everything. And he did his a different way by going to the doctor straight from the beginning and then following all these different protocols. And we're both about at the same point, same time. It's just interesting. But I've been able to eat way more than he has. And he couldn't stay vegan the way he did it. But I have been able to stay vegan the entire time. So, yay for veganism. But however, I would suggest if you're having gut issues, get yourself to a naturopath, or if you can get your doctor to actually order you one of these GI effects stool tests, do it. Do it. You need to see if you even have any good bacteria right now. I don't know if it's because of all the antibiotics that are going into the meat that we're giving to all the animals to kill all the bacteria for them. So then they're passing along these like super bacteria to us and just wiping out all of our good bacteria in our bodies. Because I don't know about you, but I know lots of people are getting sick. Especially like if you can't fight cravings, that means there is bad bacteria causing those cravings. Because ever since I did the water fast, I have had no refined sugar, I haven't craved caffeine, I haven't craved chocolate, which, like, that goes against everything, right? No, it's bad bacteria wants to eat that, not me, apparently. So that's just crazy. It's just some craziness. And since I haven't craved it, I've just been like, ugh, I'm just not gonna eat it. I'm gonna see how long this can go. How long can this last? Just interesting, just testing myself on my body. I think the hardest thing for me to kick would be wheat. Although I eat gluten-free 90% of the time. Today I did buy some bread to have a peanut butter sandwich because I was just like, I just could go for a peanut butter sandwich. So I went and made it happen. But before that, I don't think I've had wheat weeks. So, you know, getting better at it too, especially getting closer to raw vegan. I can do it. Just been very expensive in Hawaii to be raw vegan because I have not, because I want to eat organic. You know, for me, I try to stay away from as many chemicals as possible. And I know there's still chemicals associated with organic, but there's less harmful pesticides in my body, the better. So I don't know if this has helped you out. It has been interesting, and I'll keep doing follow-up videos. I probably will have another test of some sort here. Okay, so I'm going to be taking, I think there's like 3 different supplements right now that I have to take. I can't remember the names of all of them. But I'll do an update on that too, and after I kind of see how it goes, because I want to tell you about something that's not necessarily feeling good or working well or anything like that. Because all of this is just to share what's going on. Maybe you have some of the same things. I do urge you to look into getting yourself a stool test to see if you even have good bacteria. Because if you don't have good bacteria, you are pretty guaranteed to get a disease within a couple years. Like I think it's about 5. Especially if you continue doing all the things you're doing, eating the way you're doing, and not changing anything. So just something to think about, because nobody ever says get the tests, and even if they do, you don't know what tests. Stool, GI effects stool test from Genova Diagnostics, or if I think you can get it from somebody else too. Get it, just so you know. If you guys have found this video useful, informative, or anything like that, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to put comments down below. I'll try to answer them the best I can. Again, I'm not a medical professional, not a nutritionist, not anything like that, not a doctor. I'm a person that started having allergy, hay fever issues, to everything she ate. And this is where we're at now. I've had like 6 days of like clarity, and it's been very nice. Like complete no. And guys, don't forget to subscribe. If you don't, you're gonna miss out. You know you will. And I guess that's it for now. So I gotta go.